Hello everyone, Paul Rogers here. Today is February the 4th, 2018. We are looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum and what is going on from a technical standpoint. So, as many of you know, many people that look at technical analysis have been calling for Bitcoin to rebound. On the chart that I look at, which is an FX broker's chart, price got to around 8,000. I know in many of the actual brokers that sell Bitcoin, price got all the way down to 7,500 or 7,700, somewhere around there. So the price on FX Open is going to be a little bit different, generally speaking higher than Coinbase and some other popular exchanges. So let's take a look at what's been going on. The last 3 days, the buyers and sellers have been in a stalemate, meaning that there isn't sufficient momentum to push Bitcoin up higher, and there hasn't been sufficient momentum to push Bitcoin down. And that is concerning. The reason why it's concerning is because this is a major technical support, and we're not getting a major bounce. That's a problem. The next 72 hours will be critical. If Bitcoin's price does hold, there could be a rally, no doubt. But if there isn't a rally, we're going to have another movement downward. We'll probably go on the bottom of this this previous trend channel. So we'll probably see a movement on my charts to around probably 7,000 or a bit lower. On brokers, it could go all the way down to 6,500, 6,600, something around there, pretty easily. Now, where's the point at which this is going to stop? I mean, that's the question we're all asking ourselves. I know that the 30-day the 30 RSI on the daily is extremely significant. And in my last video, I pointed out that we touched the 30 RSI, but it doesn't look like we quite touched it. We got close, but we didn't touch it. And as you know, every time, if you've been watching my channel, every time we hit the 30 RSI, price just goes from being in more of a downtrend into a bullish uptrend. So it's a very positive indicator if we can actually hit the 30 RSI. As of this point, we haven't hit it, so it's possible that Bitcoin does need one more push downwards in order to really hit that 30 RSI and have the bounce that we're looking for, because this isn't the bounce that we're looking for. It isn't, unfortunately. I mean, it's possible that by Monday or Tuesday, a bunch of buyers will step in and price will start moving up, but as of right now, things don't look that positive, and it's looking like price will shoot down again before it actually gets enough support to shoot up. So there's a lot of volume. I can see volume picking up here too. I mean, there's a lot of people trying to still short Bitcoin, and I don't know if there's enough buyers to step in. I mean, think about it. Who's buying Bitcoin right now? It's either people that have been in Bitcoin that took profits in US dollars that are rebuying, very possible, or it's people that have been looking at Bitcoin and criticizing it, saying that they don't want anything to do with it, and really what they're looking to do is get into it, but at a very attractive price point. Now they've seen Bitcoin at 19,000. Ask yourselves, if you're someone who's been critical of Bitcoin, you have a lot of money, at what point would you jump in and actually spend some money on Bitcoin? Where is that point? I would say the point is around 5,000 bucks. If I saw Bitcoin go to 19,000, and I would probably want, if I was a big critic of Bitcoin, I'd say, okay, if it goes under 5,000, I'll buy some Bitcoin. Because I think there's a pretty good chance it's going to go back up, and I could make 4 times my money if it goes back to 20,000, buying it at 5,000. 4 times my money seems interesting. Twice my money doesn't. Bitcoin goes from 19,000 down to 9,500. Price rebounds, that's double my money. Not interesting enough. I need something very attractive because this is a risky market. Maybe those people don't want to step in at 8,400. Maybe they don't want 7,000. Maybe they want 5,000 or 6,000. That's a point at which it's attractive enough for them to step in and actually buy some Bitcoin. Because people that hold Bitcoin usually believe in it so much that they never go to US dollars. They hold their Bitcoin and they just say, I'll ride out whatever happens, and that's fine. But at this point, there's a lot of people shorting Bitcoin, and there needs to be a point at which Bitcoin skeptics step in and actually purchase Bitcoin in order for Bitcoin's price to stabilize and have a significant rally. Because right now it's just getting beaten up. And I'm not seeing the kind of reaction in the market that a bottom would have. It looked like it on the first day, nice long tail, but if you see, it's been consolidating. Same story with Ethereum. Ethereum's heading back down to its previous low. And this bounce was promising, but we never really broke past 1,000. That is a problem. That is a problem. So I'm just sharing my thoughts, guys. I know that I called for a bottom, I think 2 or 3 days ago, saying, okay, I think this is the bottom. And it very well could be that was the bottom. The day I made that video calling the bottom. But I am concerned with price action right now. I am concerned there's just a whole bunch of volume, and we're not seeing price actually head higher. It tells me a lot of people are shorting. But if there is a whole bunch of volume and price doesn't drop out, let's say in the next 48 hours, on a positive note, that could mean that there's so many people buying right now that price could actually turn around and head higher. So I wish I could give you more decisive advice, but unfortunately we're in a holding pattern. We're going to have to live and deal with uncertainty. We're going to have to become okay with uncertainty for now and accept that we cannot change things. And we just have to wait for things to become attractive enough for previous non-investors in cryptocurrency to become investors in cryptocurrency. And money will pour back into this space. Things are never as good as they seem, and things are never as bad as they seem. When things were going crazy and Bitcoin was around 18 or 19,000, I remember thinking, things aren't as good as they seem. It seems too good to be true, and it is. Right now we're on the opposite spectrum. 2018 has been a tough year for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general. And things don't seem that positive. It seems like every day I just wait for a new headline to say something negative. Because that's what's driving the news cycle. People want to read about something negative right now. That's what people read. The positive articles don't get read. So everyone keeps making negative news articles because they're more exciting to read. But things aren't as bad as they seem. I will say that. They're not as bad as they seem. So, I've told people, hey, this is the time to buy. And very, very few listen. Very few listen. Everyone wants to buy when price is shooting up. Nobody wants to buy when price is shooting down. That's the pain trade. The pain trade is to go against every bone in your body that says, just sell everything and run away and go underneath the covers of my bed. That is human emotion. That the natural reaction is to sell and run away and lick your wounds. The pain trade is when you go and you say, you know what? I'm going to buy at a very shrewd price. When everyone else is just demoralized, panicked, and convinced the sky has fallen, that's when they buy. And I know if we haven't reached that point, we're very close to it. I mean, Bitcoin, it's possible, could have one more nasty spike down to 5,000 or whatever, where people or institutions say, okay, that's it. I want to make my fourfold return. I'll buy it at 5,000. Once it gets to 20,000, I'll take some profits. Sure. Understandable. I don't want to see that happen just because I know people invested in cryptocurrencies have been beaten up. They're not feeling so great. And some souls will be crushed if Bitcoin hits 5,000. Some people will give up. Some people won't be able to tolerate the loss, the pain anymore. And they'll just give up. And that's sad. That's sad. That's not what I want to see happen. So that's why I don't want Bitcoin to actually hit 5,000. Usually on pullbacks, I'm happy because I know people can get in and buy cheaper. But this pullback is different. This pullback, I know, is shaking some people to their core, and it's causing them to give up. And I don't like to see people give up. So, me, no way. I'm not giving up. Not a chance. Because I believe in this technology, in this space, and I know for a fact things will turn around. It's just a matter of how much pain will be involved before that happens, because it is a volatile market. So anyhow, I will leave on a positive note though. I will say that there will be a time later this year where I'll reference this video or this time period. And I'll say, remember when I said things are never as good as they seem and things are never as bad as they seem? Well, look at where we are now. Look at where price is now. Imagine how you'd feel if you gave up when things were tough. Imagine how you'd feel if you sold all your cryptocurrency at the bottom because of fear. And then we'll discuss that. And then a lot of people who are listening to this will say, okay, dang, Bitcoin went to what price? Oh man, why didn't I buy some? Why did I let fear dictate sound investment advice? You know, do the contrary. If the masses are selling, pick your opportunity to buy. If the masses are buying, take some profits. Take some profits. Anyhow, that's it for this Sunday. Please leave some comments. Give a thumbs up if you like this commentary, and I'll keep making content. This is a bit of a diary for me, a bit of a journal. It's something where I can go back and look in the past on what my predictions were, how I felt, and it's something that it's almost therapeutic for me to talk a little bit about what's happening, what I'm seeing around me. And I have experience in this. I've worked in the Forex markets for many, many years, and I've seen things like this many times, many times. And so I know that this won't last forever, guys, so hold on. Paul Rogers out.